Back with the starters, time to play Is This News? Trey's rounded up some recent NBA headlines. He's going to pitch them to us like he's David Cohn, and we'll determine whether or not they're actually newsworthy. Trey.
Our first headline is from CBS Sports, and it's based off an ESPN report. LeBron James's camp wants Luke Walton out as Lakers head coach. Is this news? News from the camp?
You want to speak to this first? Are you a part of the camp?
No, I'm not part of the camp.
You got a tent?
This is very interesting because LeBron's been out for so long and the Lakers have obviously struggled. Prior to that, things were going okay. We've heard this before, though, when LeBron's joined a new team down in Miami. Remember, with Eric Spoelstra, apparently the camp wanted Eric Spoelstra replaced, but Pat Riley was like, nope. No, you don't tell me what to do. So now this is going to be, and we talked about this a little bit last week with Magic Johnson and Rob Pelinka and LeBron. Who is really running that franchise? You want to make sure that it comes from the top, that the message is clear. It's our decision if we choose to make that, and it's not from LeBron and his people. So this is a very tricky situation. If the Lakers continue to stumble, LeBron's supposed to be back very soon, but if they don't get back into that playoff hunt very, very quickly as soon as LeBron returns, I think you're going to see that hot seat heat up even more.
When LeBron talks, it's news. He controls us. He controls the media, undoubtedly. And when Jackie McMullen, as she did on Brian Windhorst's podcast, mentions that his camp may be upset, it's news as well, because you gotta abide by Jackie McMullen's word. That being said, Luke Walton was 20-14 with the LeBron Lakers before LeBron got hurt. I think that's acceptable. With LeBron and a bunch of young guys, first time together, I think that's entirely acceptable. That being said, as you mentioned, Lee, about the Miami situation or the David Blatt situation in Cleveland, if LeBron do not like, then LeBron gets his way. That's how it works.
Luke Walton is a good coach, I think, though. He took over a 17-win Lakers team. He got them to 26 wins the next year. Then it was 35. Now LeBron comes in, and they're on pace, for about 44 to 45 wins. Like, they're jumping up 9, almost 10 wins every year. That's good. And he's got a bunch of guys that are not that great defenders playing pretty good team defense. 7th overall in defensive rating. They were good last year until they fell off at the end of the season. I think Luke Walton's a good coach. I think he's going to survive this season. I get the idea that the camp is like, maybe we want someone else that has the better vision, the bigger vision, I don't know, whatever it is. But I think he'll survive. Jeannie Buss is saying, no, we're still repping with him. This is still our guy, and we're still on the same page. And I think they get to at least the end of the year here.
What's Luke Walton's vision that it's not big enough? Is it?
I don't know.
That's the crazy part. I think Luke Walton wants to win a championship with LeBron James, like he did with the Warriors and being Steve Kerr's man. I don't get the vision. If the vision
well, then
why
don't they want him there? What is he?
They don't like him, I suppose. If that's the
case.
Yeah, well, the vision thing, it doesn't really
Well, they were
sense.
wrong. I mean, Pat Riley was obviously right to keep Spoelstra. He turned out to be a pretty good coach, still has his job in Miami. So, I mean, maybe give this guy still a chance here. LeBron has also been out. Who thought they were going to be good without LeBron?
Yeah, you mentioned
Nobody.
You mentioned the pace of 44 wins. That's after LeBron was out. They're 6 games above 500.
Yeah.
They're a 50-win team with LeBron in there. That's reasonable. It's better than the Cavs, of last year.
Yeah. And I get, though, it's not Rob and Magic's guy, right? Luke was there, then they come in to the front office and usually want to get your own guy. I understand that. That's happened time and time again here. But I keep thinking, like, what is Luke Walton doing so poorly that he's on this hot seat? I just don't think it's deserved.
No, it's just being in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Everything's
LeBron
a team.
Headline.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right, next headline.
Might need to go camping. Our next headline is from Slam Online, comes from a somewhat less memorable Wojbomb. Thon Maker informs Bucks management he wants a trade. Is this news, and could he have picked a worse day for him?
Yeah, poor Thon Maker.
Bad news for him. Look, earlier this month, Thon had an incredible game. 15 points and 5 rebounds in 18 minutes against the Jazz. Budenholzer after the game said he was a difference maker.
Right.
Giannis said he won us the game. And since then, he's virtually not played. He's been out of the rotation.
Yeah, he's getting DNPs.
Very, very strange. Now, he's always been in and out a little bit of the rotation, but after a strong performance, you figured that might have been a little bit of a game changer in terms of his career. But unfortunately, it hasn't been that way. He wants to move on. Kevin Garnett once said this guy's going to win the MVP of the NBA. So he's got some talent, but maybe it's not the right situation for him in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I trust KG's word, and maybe he just needs another situation. Maybe we need to retool it and think of him ideally as a Clint Capella type instead of the 3-ball shooting guy, because I think Thon Maker can excel as a rim runner type guy. He's got that ability for sure.
We will find out if Thon gets moved before that February 7th trade deadline. It's right around the corner. We almost have February, guys. When we come back, though, we got a brand new batch of the Hoops and the Bloops. Weekend Whoopsies coming up next. Weekend Whoopsies.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is such an avid dunker this season. This was weird. He was so shocked when he missed this dunk.
He didn't even really try to throw it down. He tried to finesse it.
We had a bat on the loose in Salt Lake City before the Wolves Jazz game. Where's Ginobili when we need him?
Yeah.
Luckily, we have the Jazz Bear, the Utah Jazz mascot with a net. Though he more just clubs it. Yeah, he doesn't really catch it. He just clubs the poor thing. And down it goes, though. But good thing he got it. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell was talking about how he wasn't going to play in the game with the bat going around.
Karl Anthony Towns dunks on Rudy Gobert.
Okay.
Nasty. And then Rudy, he turns it over. Rudy.
Just trying to get out of the way.
What's he doing?
Oh, not good there. Ready? Friday, Raptors and the Rockets. Nick Nurse, a little frustrated with how the Raptors were playing in this. They made a game of it, but
Bet he could play a mean trumpet.
The Rockets tried to give that game away to the Toronto Raptors. PJ Tucker having some inbound problems recently.
No doubt.
What's going on?
Nikola Jokic had a massive game against the Sixers. But post-game, he's just trying to get a little love from Wilson Chandler. He just eventually gives up and gives it to himself.
Sometimes cats are so sneaky they can appear anywhere. And shock you.
They are quiet.
What was he expecting, though?
I don't know. I love this in LA. That's Vlade Divac. He's just sitting there. He's the Kings, GM. We're in LA. They're giving away $500 to some fans in the area. And poor Vladdy's got to sit here and just, oh, man.
He's just sad because he knows he can't win.
Yeah, he's not eligible.
There are rules for this.
The Lakers' Lance Stevenson does a lot of spinning on this play.
Woo!
Okay, that one kind of worked.
Woo!
Doesn't stop.
Won't stop spinning. I love this one right there.
We need the shooting stars treatment. Bring it back.
So that was sort of a highlight from that game. This was a low light.
It's going to be a dunk, isn't
This
it?
is some crazy Suns basketball. This gets worse, trust me. We're going to go the other way. We'll speed it up a little bit here. Yeah. Okay. Lakers miss. Okay. Here you go, Suns. Redeem yourself. Get the ball. Here we go.
Everybody scattered.
Push it ahead. Push it ahead. Push it ahead. All right, Buck, what do you got?
All right, pull up for three.
All right.
Yep.
Oh, baby.
All right. Tap it over there. Just get that. Kick it back out. Nope. Oh, my goodness. Suns, what are you doing?
It's good to see OKC's Nerlens Noel back after that concussion, but watch him almost go splitsies, and he lost a shoe on the play.
Yeah.
Nerlens stays up, no injury here, and actually does the responsible thing, grabs his shoe, gets out of the way.
No 3 seconds. Well played.
This is another form, I guess, of wardrobe malfunctions, what I'm trying to say. Danny Green at the free throw line.
Hey.
He's going to do the super tuck here, Tass, right into the compression shorts.
It's not coming out.
Take your time, Danny.
I know.
Keep it tight.
He knows he's got 2 free throws, got some time.
Can't wait to
There you go.
hear him talk about that on the Green podcast, Inside the Green.
Spurs Davis Bertans, the toss-up, and he hits himself.
Oh, baby.
It's a self-doinker.
Yeah, that's
rare.
incredibly accurate.
Like Mr. Perfect tossed the gum to himself.
Yeah.
Bertans. Loving it.
Great batch of weekend whoopsies. When we come back, Lili's very solid play.
I know it's a really small sample size, but you've been with the team the whole year. Is this the most fun you've ever had playing basketball?
Absolutely. I mean, it's always fun to play for one main goal, which is a championship. It's about winning on a nightly basis. No other personal vendettas or whatever the case may be, and it's fun to play with talent. So I would say this is the most fun.
DeMarcus Cousins and his Warriors taking on the Pacers. Tonight, game night Monday, followed by the Hawks and the Clippers. We asked you trade proposals, starters trade proposals for Anthony Davis.
Yeah, people came up with some good answers. Carrie says, trade our 8 eyebrows for the brow. It's the Kings Ransom. I do a show with no eyebrows. Why not? Mackie says, the entire Tweet of the Week army. If only we could. But a great suggestion comes from Billy, who says, Lee Ellis, Uncle Bob, 8 pocket dogs, 3 very solid plays, Trey's laptop, the rights to Hito Turkoglu, the Lee Ellis tattoo, and also the rights to see those grill marks. Who says no? Who says no? The Pelicans?
Put it in the trade machine.
Yeah, does it work?
Does it work?
How many wins we get?
Tonight's pick and play, Nuggets, Grizzlies. This one's on League Pass. Everybody's got Denver on the road. Much of a surprise there. All right, very solid play.
Going out to Dallas for a Raptors double-ender here. Check out DeLon Wright. DeLon Wright here gets the block after losing the ball. Then the Raptors go back the other way. Here we go. Bounce pass. Fizzer. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Kyle finds Serge in the under the hoop. And that's what I call a very solid play.
Where is he? Where is he?
Oh, my goodness. We got the Drop Podcast tomorrow, Tuesday already. We'll be talking Anthony Davis. You know, we're going to take a deep dive on that. But get your questions in right now. Hashtag the starters.
Thanks for joining us, folks. And remember, if you like games, well, you've come to the right place. It's Game Night Monday.
Race tonight, people.